You, Jimmy Holder. What happened 90 years ago yesterday? I'll tell you.
Charles
Lindbergh flew across the Atlantic Ocean.
Did he really?
90 years ago.
Oh, man. And
May 21st, 1927.
the spirit of St. Louis.
In the spirit of St. Louis.
Yeah.
And in the spirit of that, imagine 90 years ago, one person could fly overseas. Now everyone owns a drone. Right? Everyone, not everyone owns a drone, but many of us can own a drone. And so the federal government wants us to register that drone. And the courts are saying not so fast. Jim Ryan, ABC News correspondent in Dallas with this story. Good morning, Jim Ryan.
Good morning, McGraw. Really an interesting development. You know, when these things went on sale, the price went down. People started buying them. The FAA stepped in and said, look, you know, we have these near misses between drones and aircraft taking off and landing at airports. So they wanted to try to restrict this somewhat, try to put some regulation in place, and to compel the registration of these aircraft. So as it is, at least as it was on Friday, if you had a drone that was about a half pound, a little more than a half pound or more, it had to be registered. It had to have a tail number, if you will, on affixed to it, and you had to pay a $5 fee for the $3 3-year registration. Well, a 3-judge panel in Washington decided that simply wasn't legal, unlawful as applied to model aircraft. That's how they're characterizing drones. The drone industry had actually gone along with the registry, said it was okay, it wasn't such a bad idea, but some dealers out there, some hobbyists, say that it was a terrible idea.
So what happens now? Do we now not have to register our drones?
Great question. And, you know, I think that it may be a case-by-case sort of thing. You may not have to, but I suspect that those dealers out there are going to tell people coming in to buy them, you know what, just to be safe in case there is a reversal of this decision, you may want to go ahead and register your drone to be safe. You know, there may be a grandfather clause if you weren't registered before that you may not have to now, but it's a great question. I don't think that's been decided yet. It's only a couple of days old, this ruling from the court.
Yeah, Jim, sort of a story that was sort of under the radar last week because of all the goings-on in Washington, D.C., but this has large ramifications all across the country. As you said, amateurs, people who, you know, want to cause trouble, and people who just want to go fly around it and have a little fun.
Right, yeah. I mean, there are a lot of commercial entities also that are using them. Surveying companies, real estate companies get beautiful shots for their customers of their homes and property by using drones. And so, sure, I mean, right now, as it is there at McGraw, there are nearly 800,000 registered drones out there. Those are registered ones. There may be more than that simply aren't registered now, but the numbers are growing every day.
Yeah, wow. And plus with the cameras on them, right, peeping Toms and everything else. So this is an interesting story. We'll just see where it goes. Jim Ryan, ABC News correspondent in Dallas. Thanks for the heads up.
Thanks, McGraw.
You got it. Right? That's a weird deal. Because now the whole thing is in chaos. Now you don't know what to do. Now, in terms of full disclosure, about a year ago, I bought a drone. And about a year, just under a year ago, after playing with the drone for 5 minutes, I got completely bored with it. I was like, wow, this is the coolest thing in the world. 5 minutes later, I was like, this is stupid. What is the point of this? So I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just, me personally, just didn't get the excitement. It's cool. I like it when it's in a TV show. I like the views when, you know, I get it. But it's just didn't hold my interest, if you will. I had a little camera on it, hooked up to my phone, was flying around my house, flew it over my house, and just really lost complete and total interest in it after 2 minutes. But, you know, wait until you start seeing someone drone outside of somebody's bathroom.
We're up here on the 16th floor. Wait until we see them buzzing around our window.
Right. So something's got to be done. You can't just have them flying all over the place. So we'll wait and see what happens. 624 here, Big 550.